Good morning, and welcome back to the Piper's Table. It's been quite a while, so it's good to be back with you guys. I was enjoying some morning coffee. I need a little refill, so I had to bust out the French press and have a nice leisure Saturday morning because my life has been quite chaotic for the last 3.5, 4 months now. A lot of go, a lot of traveling back and forth from Indiana to Maine and beyond, and everything else in between, and hauling grain and semis and all kinds of stuff. So anyways, this morning I'm going to be enjoying some Cornell Diehl Awakened Elder. Now I don't know the exact age of this. It was mailed to me from my friend Joe, who's up in Maine, and obviously he had opened it and had some, and he sent me the rest to try, and I committed to this jar, and it's been aging in this jar anyhow for at least 6 months. So I'm going to have that, and I'm going to smoke it out of this super cool and stylish Paul. I love this thing with the chains and the topper. I think it's very cool. It's a fun little pipe, and I think I paid like $10 to $20 for this at a antique mall in the Athens, Ohio area, and it had never been used. It was old but brand new, so that was a sweet score. Yeah, it's a fun little pipe, and I thought I would have some out of that. And hold on, the kiddo's coming. Anyways, let's see. Had to say good morning to the kiddo. She came in and pretended to smoke the pipe and wanted to smell the tobacco, and pretty funny. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, Awakened Elder, Cornell Diehl. It's an English blend. It's got Black Cavendish, Burley, Latakia, Perique, Virginias, and the addition of cigar leaf. It comes in a ribbon cut, so it's pretty much ready to smoke as soon as you get it. The moisture seems pretty good. Now I've never opened a tin of this fresh, obviously, since it was mailed to me. But let's do some smelling here. Let's dive into these aromas here. So I'm going to say right off the bat, this has the kind of like the what you would anticipate, that classic like musky kind of barbecue smell from an English with like a heavy Latakia presence. It's got that nice sweet and sour fermented smell. And I just love the Latakias, like the whole process of how they age and cure Latakia, because the smells are not just all those like herbal and spice notes and stuff, but it's almost like you really get the sensation of the fires burning and the charcoal and all that in the smoke, in the smell. It's all like locked in there in this wonderful leaf. When you really take a whiff, yeah, it's like the spicy notes are almost floral. They're not quite vegetal, but they're floral. It's like it's got the sweet smell of like a really musky, kind of almost like a spicy honey, I would say. And for all of you out there who have tried lots of local raw honeys, you'll know what I'm talking about. Some of them have quite a floral spice, which I think lends well to the flavor and also the smell of what people describe as kind of like a faint incense smell, which this definitely has. It's like the faintest whiff of incense in the depth of the aroma here. It's a really good smelling tobacco. Um, yeah, good moisture level. It's a really beautiful tobacco. I mean, like all English blends, I just love the contrast of all the different colors. Not sure how well you can see that. I know there's a terrible glare behind me. I did what I could, but it is what it is. I don't think I'm known for high quality video anyways, just the video. But anyways, um, let's get into it. It's mild. It's very nice. Like it's it's like I think this is why I love English blends. There's just something about it that only the English blend seems to be able to do, where it's like it's robust as hell with the amount of flavors and the smokiness, but yet it sits so lightly on your palate. I'm just, I feel like the English blends are like, I'll just love them, man. It's like, mm. So it's definitely smoky. The Cyprian Latakias are definitely a key component in the flavor profile here, at least on first light. You definitely get some spiciness. Um, and it's like, and those of you who smoke lots of Englishes and gravitate towards these types of flavor profiles and tobacco blends will know very well what I'm talking about here. But it's like there's sweetness in tobaccos, obviously Cavendish, um, and even some Virginias, where the sweetness of it is a confectionery sweetness. But then the English blends have some of them have a sweetness to them that is it's sweet, but it's not confectionery. There's no confectionery quality, I guess is what I mean. And it's like it's the florals and the spices and the vegetal notes and stuff that have that sweet tinge to them. This is a very enjoyable smoke. And I thought to myself, Awakened Elder is obviously a Lovecraft reference. It's very Lovecraftian themed tobacco in every way, the tin art and all that. But in my head, I was like, Awaken, morning pipe, right? An early morning blend. We'll see. Um, maybe I already said that. I sort of lost my train of thought when my daughter busted in here, and I sat with her for probably a good 15 or 20 minutes before I got back, so I kind of forgot where I was at. But um, I'm gonna say that this is definitely would be an excellent early morning smoke. Goes really good with coffee. Oh, another thing. I don't know if you guys have ever tried anything like this, but I I got this Four Sigmatic mushroom blend, and I think you can add it to food. You can probably add it to whatever you want, but I've been adding it to my coffee, and it's got um, organic cocoa powder and blueberry powder, and then it's got a bunch of different mushrooms. It's got like lion's mane and cordyceps, um, rhodiola. It's got some other stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not positive how to pronounce, but I'm a big fan of the lion's mane mushrooms, and I feel like it's something that it's really good. I normally drink like a gallon or more of coffee a day, but since putting that in, I've managed to cut my coffee consumption back significantly, and man, that stuff really gives you a brain jolt in a good way. So yeah, if you're looking for some lion's mane stuff, I would try that. I'd be curious to see what people think about that as well as the tobacco, because um, I'm really enjoying it. I don't put it in every cup of coffee, but it does add a nice like natural, not fake flavoring, kind of with the kind of chocolate blueberry kind of flavor. But back to the tobacco. So I'm also yakking. I'm also haven't smoked this pipe a lot, so the pack on it could be inadequate. A couple relights, so maybe this tobacco requires the average amount of relights. Maybe I'm being a slacker today. We'll see. Or well, yeah, I'll have to keep note as I keep smoke more of it. But smoky Cyprian Latakia. It's got this awesome spicy sweetness, floral sweetness, and I read that the cigar leaf additive in here is Indonesian kasturi, which is sometimes called fenugreek, and that is what is used in Kratek cigarettes. So if you guys ever had or remember the clove cigarettes, this is what was in those that made them so deliciously herbal and spicy. As you get in the bowl and it settles a little bit, the burleys and the perique really start to do this nice little dance. That's at first, I would say at first is almost undetectable because that Latakia just like pow, right there. It's like nice and smoky and that sweet incense kind of woodsy floral thing going on. Um, and then the burleys and the Virginias, you get this nice second wave of sweetness that interlaces with that spice, and it does this kind of like nutty plum kind of thing. Yeah, this is an awesome tobacco. Yeah, very not overpowering in like a I can't really think of the word that I'm trying to say, but there's a lot of that incense quality, but it's very nice. It's very light on your palate. Um, just a great flavor. Yeah, and the Burleys and the Virginias seem to be doing this sweet, kind of nutty plum fig kind of thing, and then that perique cuts through that with a spice, and you really get that spice like towards the middle and the back of your palate. And then of course there's that black Cavendish, which is like just enough of a condiment that it adds just the faintest amount of sweetness to really highlight the rest of it. And then I would say dancing along the top of the whole thing, you've got that casturi cigar leaf that adds this wonderful kind of aromatic clove spice kind of honey floral thing going on. Yeah, I gotta say, this one is a winner. I think this will be probably something that goes into my normal rotation, my cellar for stockpiling. I'll be really excited to try it out of a couple of the different pipes I have that I smoke English blends out of. But it's flavor wise, it's very middle of the road, right? The flavor is robust, it's there. um would it make sense to say it's in your face without being rude about it? It's not, there's nothing overpowering about the flavor, but it's definitely there. It's bold. But the way that it sits on your palate is very mild. um the nick hit is, is medium leaning towards light, I would say. And I haven't smoked a lot um in months, so I'm already kind of sensitive to the nicotine levels anyways, but so far I don't feel any of the classic kind of like nick hit or any kind of a head change or anything like that. So I'm going to say that that part is pretty medium light. Yeah, awesome tobacco. Thanks, Joe. So I'm going to leave it at that for now, and we'll try to get some more. And for all the people who I said I would get back to and I still haven't, you have to forgive me. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've got a lot going on, so this is kind of a peripheral thing. Of course, it was always just a hobby thing. It's really fun to sit and smoke a pipe, and it's really fun to make these videos and talk with all of you other pipers out there, and get the word on tobacco. And uh, Mark, if you're out there watching or you happen to see this, I've still got some. I've still got some. I know you've been waiting for me to do this one, and I'm going to do it here pretty soon. Probably one of the next videos I get a chance to make will feature the White Knight. So if you guys have had that and are curious, or you haven't had it and you're curious, stay tuned for that one. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I hope all you dads out there have an excellent Father's Day. And yeah, me and this guy are going to sit here and finish our pipes. Catch you next time.